Listen carefully, we don't have much time. The Flux is coming. It's bringing with it the Sontarans, Weeping Angels, creatures known as the Ravagers, and enemies from across the universe. This is the fight of our lives.
Doctor, we need you!
I can't hold it much longer, Doctor. It's coming. Be ready.
Hi guys, it's Sharon and welcome back to another Doctor Who video. I was debating what video to do this week because obviously I uploaded 4 videos last week, so you're welcome. I uploaded 3 Doctor Who videos and a vlog, so you're welcome. But yeah, if you've never seen my face on your screens before, please hit that big red subscribe button down below and click the notifications bell so you get notifications every single time I upload. Today's video is my review on The Rescue. I was debating whether to do a review or not because I know I owe you guys a trailer breakdown, which I will be doing at some point. I don't know when, but it's a planned video, don't know when. Definitely before Doctor Who Series 13 comes out. Definitely before. So I've got about a week. I've got about this week and next week just before it comes out. Anyway, so I have the little thing here. The YouTuber's probably going to put a copyright warning on this, but I really don't care anymore. So I've got this here from the BBC Doctor Who website. This is, hang on, let me just put this thing down because this case is a stand in real life. There we go. That's better. Yep. So if the camera will focus for a second on it, I can't see because the thing's in the way. But hopefully it did. Yep. So there you go. That's the thing. Oops. So yeah, The Rescue from the Doctor Who TV. From Doctor Who TV, they have a website. This was written by David Whittaker and it was the story 11 from season 2. This aired on the 2nd of January 1965, and obviously this is a 2-part story and the second part aired on the 9th of January 1965. When the TARDIS lands on the supposed peaceful planet Dido at the end of the 25th century, the Doctor, Barbara and Ian discover a crashed spaceship waiting for help. The only survivors have been murdered by narratives apart from a young orphan girl and a paralysed man. But who is the strange creature Quillian that they are afraid of, and will they remain safe long enough to be rescued? You'll destroy a whole planet just to save your own skin. You're insane. And that's quotes by the Doctor. So, this is my review. This was a companion introduction story. So the first companion introduction story since The Unearthly Child. So this is the first new one. So Quillian isn't, so the monsters in this aren't exactly the main focus. The main focus is introducing new companion Vicky. Obviously at the moment the Doctor's in a weird place. He just said goodbye to Susan in the previous story. So, you know, the fact that they've jumped straight into a companion introduction story right in the middle of the series is weird. But yeah, so obviously the Quillian isn't the main focus on this. The main focus is obviously introducing a new companion. So Vicky was obviously from planet Dido, and this story is a very slow story. It's not an engaging companion story. It's very slow. It's slow throughout both parts of this story. The Quillians are a bit of a weird creature. If I manage to find a picture of what they look like, I'll insert it here. But they're a bit of a weird race of people. They're not exactly the type of animals, the type of creatures. I mean, why did I say animals then? What's happening to me? I've done so many of these reviews and I'm starting to get tired of doing them because I stay up late to watch them, so I'm probably just tired. But yeah, they're really weird creatures, and they're really spiky. It's really hard to describe them, but if you've watched The Rescue, you'll know what I mean. But yeah, this introduced Vicky, the new companion for the first Doctor. I've never watched this episode before, so watching it and getting to review it is actually the best. So yeah, this was an interesting story, I would say. Interesting in a way that I found it boring. This story didn't do anything for me. It wasn't engaging enough. It didn't engage me. I ended up spending most of my time, not gonna lie, on my phone scrolling through TikTok and watching it at the same time. It was one of those ones where it wasn't engaging enough. There wasn't a lot of action in it. It was just boring talk and introducing a new companion, which it established very well. It introduced Vicky very well. Now, obviously Barbara kills Vicky's pet Sandy, which is completely understandable. Barbara is innocent in all this. She generally thought it was going to attack her. So Barbara and Vicky didn't get off to the brightest of starts. But in Barbara's defence, I would have done the same thing. If I saw something about to attack someone, or I thought it was going to attack them, then naturally I would shoot to kill. But in Barbara's defence, I have to agree with, she had honourable intentions of doing so. She didn't mean to do it, but her intentions were no less admirable. She did what she had to do. She did what she did because she thought it was attacking Vicky. I'm sorry if anyone disagrees with me with what I did was wrong. Yes, what she did was wrong, but in all fairness, if you overlook everything on the story, you'll see that her killing Vicky's pet isn't all bad. So yeah, her and Barbara didn't get off exactly to the right foot, but then eventually Vicky forgives Barbara because obviously because the Doctor has a word with her, she knows that Barbara doesn't actually. After having a word with the Doctor sets Vicky straight, and Vicky forgives Barbara like that, because obviously Barbara didn't mean to do it. So Vicky kind of forgets about it, really. So yeah, I do like the idea of introducing our companion this way, but make it more interesting. What is it with Classic Who and introduction stories? When you get to the end of the Tom Baker era, though, that's when the companion introduction stories get more interesting. But what is it with classic Doctor Who introducing companions in such a boring way? I don't get it. Because at least with Smith and Jones, that was exciting from the very beginning you watched it. But like I said, Quillian wasn't the main focus, but the paralysed man was behind it. He was Quillian. So he actually pretended to be stranded when in all fairness, he wanted to destroy the entire planet so that he could get what he wanted, which was peace at last, which is stupid. I don't get it. So, overlooking everything of this story, like overlooking the companion introduction, overlooking Quillian, this story had a lot of potential to be better in so many ways. It could have been a bit more engaging, like grabbing you to the attention. Instead, it was just really loads of boring dialogue that weren't important to the actual story. The only good bit I can say about it is the way it introduces Vicky in a really nice way. The way she doesn't get on with Barbara instantly, but then obviously forgives her. So that's the only good bit I can say. The rest of it, though, this story had a lot of potential to be good. It had a lot of potential to be good, but they didn't quite hit the mark with it. They didn't hit the mark with it. I don't know how, but they just didn't quite hit that Doctor Who introduction story mark, you know, to make it exciting. The Quillians were an interesting creature for the Doctor to go up against, but the solution just seemed pretty obvious. So the solution of defeating them seemed pretty obvious. The other good thing I can say about this, the only other good thing I can say about this, is that it was really sweet that the Doctor invited Vicky to come and join them in the TARDIS. It was really sweet. Vicky was like a substitute for Susan, because obviously the Doctor was in a weird place after losing Susan, so naturally he would want someone else to be with him. So yeah, apart from that, that's the only good thing. So yeah, I liked the aspect of the story, but it could have been a bit better. That's all I'm saying. It could have been a little bit more productive, a little less talky, and more information on Vicky's life. Because I've seen companion introduction stories in the modern Doctor Who universe, and they're a lot better because they go in depth of the companion's life. This didn't go into any depth of Vicky's life. She mentioned that her father had come to Dido before, had gone somewhere, but that was about it. That's all the information you got. So out of 10, I would give this story a 6 out of 10, and that's me being generous. I'd say a 5.5 at a push, but I don't really want to push that, so 6.5 at a push. But in all fairness, it's a 6 out of 10. Another low of my rated episodes. And on the series 2 tier list, I'd probably give this a D ranking. I'm sorry, but it's true. I'd give this a D ranking. So yeah. Anyway, if you liked this video, please give a thumbs up if you did. And make sure you click that big subscribe button down below and click the notification bell every time I... I'm sorry if you guys like this serial. I personally didn't. I didn't find it engaging in any way. When I do these reviews, I don't mean to be critical. It's just I give you my honest review on the episode. It's on the stories itself, just to put that out there. I'll see you next time for another Doctor Who review. Bye.